All right, what's going on, people? What's going on? Welcome to my channel, Talk Your Shit. I'm E. It's my man Slank. You know what I mean, want to talk about child support, bro. You know what I mean, how that shit is fucked up and how it has its good things, I guess, and the shit that makes it so fucked up and need to be changed. You feel me? Slank, you want to start it off, bro?
I don't know what good things child support got in it, but you go ahead and start it off.
Okay, okay. Um, shit. First of all, I don't think females should be using child support for the littlest fucking slightest fucking reason. Like littlest shit. Now I can understand, dude ain't there taking care of his kid, and you ain't the reason why, you know what I'm saying? Like you welcome him, you know what I'm saying, and his kid like to be a part of that and he ain't, doing nothing to take upon that, then that's something different. That nigga deserve child support. That nigga deserve like ass whipping some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, for those who got baby fathers and they do right by their kid, that means spending time, buying them things, that kind of thing. They're in their life. They're a part of their life. They know what's going on from school wise, so forth and so on. It's dumb of you to put that man on child support because he don't dance to your rhythm.
Bitterness, basically what you said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Put a nigga on child support because out of bitterness.
Mm-hmm. That's the most bitter ass woman in the world. And it's crazy how it's so easy for her to do it. Like, I basically say tomorrow you on child support, and tomorrow you on that. You on that. Hey, damn.
That's because that's the cycle they created. Because the more the women use it, I mean, technically, the more anybody use it, but the more women use it, the more the government have a way to have men pay back that bill or whatever. So you don't want to take care of your child. You don't want to do it voluntarily, so we're gonna make you do it. That's the plan. But a lot of females found that bitter window. Oh, but I can put him on it regardless. I'm gonna make his life hell. Oh, he don't want to be with me. I'm gonna make his life hell. Oh, he doing better in a relationship with her than he was doing with me. I'm gonna take him down there.
Yeah. Speak
Oh,
on it, bro.
Oh, he not doing what I asked him to do, even though he taking care of the child. But I asked him to do this, that, the third, and he not doing it. Technically, I mean, basically, what that translates to, he's not putting money into her hand. If the kid need clothes, he go buy the clothes. The kid needs shoes, he go buy the shoes. The kid want toys, he go buy the toys. So he not putting the money in her hand. So she have attitude. She want to go and take him downtown. You know what I mean? Oh, he fucked up, but I can't get money right now from him. Fuck it. I know he fucked up right now, but I'm still gonna go ahead and take him downtown. All of that shit is bitterness.
Really, real shit, real shit. That's a lot of business. From nothing, though. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how easy that shit works. And then, let's say you on your child support. Let's say you paying your child support. You know they still turn around and get mad if you don't give them extra on top of what you already getting for. Not realizing the law is from it. I really ain't got to pay out no money or buy any fucking thing as long as I'm paying my child support.
See, that's the double-edged sword.
Yeah.
See, like, all right, I became a father. My child was on the way at the age of 19. And so I became a father at 20. Child support came into play, and or at least in the talk. My aspect was always this at that age. Well, let's take me to child support. I'm gonna pay the child support, but you ain't getting nothing else from me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that means, which technically that's right. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever child support that man to pay or that person to pay for child support. He doesn't have to do. They don't have to do anything else. Now, if you are a parent who actually give a fuck about your child and it's not about the finances or whatever, then you're going to do the extras anyway. Well, it's not really extras being a parent,
right?
But you're going to do it anyway. You feel me? But a lot of dudes look at it like, well, that ain't nothing but the woman winning. You feel what I'm saying? The baby mother winning. She winning all the way around the board. But she wanted to make my life hell. Then why I can't make so in return? Some dudes, well, I'm gonna make her life hell. I ain't paying shit, and I'm not gonna let them catch up to me, so she don't get no check until they catch up to me, which a lot of us used to think.
Right.
But they still issue them checks. So now, when it comes time for us to go to court or whatever, and I'm gonna speak on me.
Okay.
Because when it was time for me to go to court, finally go to court and everything, I got railroad. Now, child support, I was never a deadbeat. So I guess I'm talking to the viewers because you already know it.
Yeah.
I was never a deadbeat. I have 2 kids. I was always in their lives. When I got taken out of their lives, well, I ain't gonna say taken, but when I was removed from their lives temporarily, and it was because of prison. Um, so prison is the only thing that kept me from being physically and financially there the way I wanted and should and needed to be. Now, it didn't stop me from still sending birthday cards. It didn't stop me from calling all day, every day, still disciplining and being a dad over the phone. It didn't stop me from doing any of these things. The baby mamas did. All right. So I'm not trying to point fingers or nothing about that because when it all boiled down to it, I'm the reason why I was in prison. So, you know what I mean? Baby mother, she was lying, but she wound up getting child support. And told me that she was like, I was opening up a case, but I didn't wind up doing it or whatever. But I do need help. You in there, and I'm out here. This, then the third. I want to do it. Just be able to get uh, what is it? The child, the babysitter, the vouchers.
Yeah.
At least till you come home. So I'm like, no, do you realize what that's going to do to me? That still means that you had me down child support. That still makes me look like child support is for non-support. I'm there. I support. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you in there, this, that, and third. Okay, whatever. I can't do nothing to stop her anyway.
Right.
You feel me? Facts. So that's what she do. So then she wound up getting a job and all this shit. And then she wound up basically manipulating and telling me that she never really took me down there. She never got no money for me, none of that from me. For my daughter, none of that type of stuff or nothing, right? Right. Oh, cool. Whole time she was lying. She was getting checks. Even though she was working and everything, she was still getting checks and shit. So fast forward, bottom line, I owe them over $30,000. You feel me? Like I owe them over $30,000 for a child. My daughter is 20 now. For a child that I was there for. You feel what I'm saying?
See, that's the bullshit behind it. Like that's how quickly that a bitter woman with something like that underneath her or as a resource, you know what I'm saying, is never good for us. Never. Like that ain't a prime example of it being used for the wrong reason. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Look, I got homeboys that one of my homeboys, this man was always there for his child. He was actually living in the same household, him, his baby mama, and the child.
God damn, bro.
And he paid child support.
God damn, Dougie. And
she wouldn't. It ain't like they manipulating the system and the money still going to his pocket. Right. It's like no, she take that and spend it like a personal check. On top of whatever money he give. Damn, another homeboy.
That's some hard shit right there, bro.
He wound up getting he got the child. He was down child support or whatever for however long he was down there. But he got the child now. Had the child for a couple of years and still pay child support. She still get the child support check.
Wait. Hey, hold on, bro. Hell no, bro. Are you telling? Let me get this straight. Let me make sure I'm listening. Mm-hmm. You said you got a man, Joe, that got custody of the kid.
No, he don't got custody, but he
But he
had
had okay, he
possession.
had
He had
possession of the
possession. The
kid.
kid lived with
The
him.
kid lived with him.
Yeah.
And he's still down child support?
Yeah. She's still getting the money to that. She's still claiming them all that.
How's that not? How's that possible?
But
what
he feel as though, I mean, we had our discussions, but he just feel as though like I don't want my child to go through all that court stuff, this, that, the third. I know that if I took her to court, I would get my child, but I don't want my child going through the court issues, this is that, the third. And I'm sympathetic to that because of what I went through, and I don't want mine going through that. So I played the same card.
Okay.
You feel me? So a lot of things happen, even in my situations, to where as though it went down specific rules because I didn't allow it to go to the courts. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, that's what his response was. Like, I know I can get her, this, I mean, my son, I know I can get, my child, this is that, the third, but this bitch won't even let me claim him.
All right, question. Is it wrong if you would have went down that path? Do you necessarily it's wrong if you go down that path?
I feel like, no, because like, see, I had both my baby mothers say it to me. Right. You know what I mean? And out of anger or whatever, and arguments, this, that, and third or whatever. But, threaten me with the courts as far as, well, we can go down. And I used to be like, yo, do you hear yourself? And I had to say this to both of them. Like, do you hear yourself? You telling me you want us to go to court for me to be able to give rights, equal rights to my child, when that's all I'm asking in the first place anyway. My problem with you is that you let other people become first priority over me. Yeah. When I do my duties as a father, and I can feel you know what I'm saying. So I must definitely feel that. And I'm laid back, right. and then I know because I still have my troubles with the law, right. And they do that too. Right. So a lot of times,
he played on certain shit.
Right. He on the run, so he got warrants. So yeah, well we can go to court and just that. And like, but do you hear yourself though? You want to go to court for a father who's being a father, and you want me to do what? Take a back seat as if I'm an absentee father?
I think when they do that, I think they really be wanting us to want the world to see us a certain perception that we're not. Like, and they be hurt, so they try to fucking fuck up our image, especially if they already know, especially if they've been around, they seen shit. Yeah, I'm saying they know shit for sure. I mean, they know how shit was when you was with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's fucked up that it's so easy for them to go on that mind frame and do those kind of things, and it's I don't know too many dudes that's able to flip the switch on a situation. Now, one of my kids live with me, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't seeking child support or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be petty, you feel me? Nigga probably could use a little couple more dollars. But nonetheless, a nigga maintaining, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, crazy part, like, last time I had her talk, she was kind of pressing the issue about it. Like, you going to, nah, I'm good. I don't need that, you feel me? I'm not, whatever your issue is and why you ain't the part that you supposed to be right now, you gotta figure that shit out on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got shit to do with me. But I mean, my focus is our kids, so I'm gonna do this. I ain't trying to figure out what's gonna work best for you, or get something out of you because of your your failure or why you fail or what you having trouble with. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't me.
Right.
It's crazy that dudes can be in that predicament and don't think about it like that. Females just jump straight to that, like you say, they jump to that when shit don't go their way.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback off of what you were saying at the beginning. The good thing as far as child support, I will agree. Like it is, if it's being used the way that it's supposed to be used and what it was intended for, then so be it.
Right.
And I applaud it because the government stepping in to make sure that a child has all the proper things or access to the proper things that it should. And if a parent isn't being responsible, then they helping to step in. But this is where I disagree, or this is where I fall off of everything else, because make it even. You know what I mean?
Right.
Make it be just as petty, just as greedy, just as tenacity. Well, what's the assertive, abrasive, all those things that you are with men. Be that way when it's the other way around. Because I got a lot of dudes that I know that takes care of their child that have custody of their kids, and it's not the same way. They don't get treated the same way.
Yeah, you're never gonna get treated the same way.
All the amenities that are there for women, single women, is not there for single fathers. No, they don't get as much. They don't get like none of that.
And you know the fucked up part is, and because you know it's a cycle, and the shit that needed is done. It's a cycle before our fathers before us. You know that was the cycle. You know back in those times and ages, that's how shit just ran. And unfortunately, what we're facing now is the damage of that. We're facing the effect of their flaws in that area. You know what I'm saying? And we're facing it now, and we're getting it more than what we should.
But it's not a flaw. It's an intention. That's their intention.
I'm saying when I say flaw in it, I'm meaning that the cycle has never been broken. Like when will it'll be looked at equal size when it comes to that?
They're gonna have to strip, and I say this all the time. They're gonna have to strip that whole child support shit down. A lot of the government need to be stripped anyway, but that right there specifically will have to be stripped down and rebuilt. That's the only way that is going to become effective equally and down the line, whether it's male or female, black or white, or whatever. So no prejudice to it.
Okay. Next question. Do you think that if all of us as fathers, good fathers, get together and protest about that, you think that could not happen?
It's already going. I mean, people been protesting. You know what I mean? Like this is not like an issue that we got and it never been, spoke on. This has been headline news in a lot of situations and families. You feel what I'm saying? So this is not nothing that like we ain't going through nothing that 100,000 other dudes ain't go through, and some females. You feel what I'm saying? Because now, that's the disclaimer that I was trying to make, because my views, and I know because we done had many conversations, we share the same views. Our views is not one of just some baby fathers sitting back and being bitter about life and being a dad, and none of that. We take care of ours. We take care of our kids. We are very present in our kids' lives, school, medical wise, financially, birthdays, holidays, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So that's neither here nor there. Do we condone niggas being shit for father ass? No, we don't. We ain't have dads, so we don't like that. We don't condone that, and we're not those type of dudes. Now, with that being said, that take away from, oh, well, what about these dudes that do this, that, the third? We're not those. We're not deadbeats. No. So when we complaining about these things, these are realistic problems that millions of other dudes are going through.
Facts.
Now, that system, that revolving door, you know what I mean, that you was talking about,
right.
That's why it's never gonna get fixed, because government is the one who really make out. Even though the baby mamas might think they make out, some of them, a lot of them know that they don't. That's why some of them be like, well, that little bit of money that I get, or when I get this much and that much, they don't even take care of this, that, and the third. So the ones that don't look at it as a check, know and realize that, but they still take the little, bit of help that they can get. But in a nutshell, you got the government like, well, look, we're gonna give them this little bit of money. They're gonna take it happily, but we got these dudes on the hook for the rest of their life. You feel what I'm saying? Sure. For the rest of their life, you can't outrun it.
Sure.
We're gonna take their license. We're gonna suspend their privileges. We're gonna eventually lock them up.
They make it hard for you to motherfucking do pretty much any fucking thing.
And that's why right now I'm going through the process of getting my shit straight,
bro.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
It makes it fucking hard for a nigga to do anything. Shit.
how can I live life and be productive when I can't drive? And some of these jobs require you to
Right,
drive.
yes. So
Being a parent requires you to drive. I
Shit.
mean, either that or have enough, for transportation to get around or whatever. So it's like, you know what I mean? If you feel as though if you know that a lot of these females are just abusing the system, then why not revamp it? You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all just railroad the shit out of dudes or whatever, but
I mean, I feel like I feel the same way. And now the reason why that I don't know, you know what I mean, maybe because it ain't enough being said enough, not sure, you know what I mean, or not too many of the majority wins. Let me say that. I mean, unfortunately for us, that's a fucked up situation to be in. I mean, especially a good father. That's a fucked up
there's
situation.
no such thing as a good father. You know what a good father is? A dad. Yeah.
I get it.
And that's why I take pride in, man. I tell people quick, I'm not a father, I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? A father, dude go out here and
All
rape a
right.
female, you feel me?
Yeah.
He can rape her and she get pregnant now, he a father. But actually being in your child's life and
It's a
being
dad.
productive, that's a dad. So yeah. Um,
Yeah, that term that don't get used properly neither. Between them two, like talking and shit, they never get used the way that they should. And I mean, some motherfuckers ain't know. I found out what it was when I was like about 14, 15.
mhm.
But it was something on TV that came on TV and was saying it like some shit like that, like what a father is, difference between father and dad.
Yeah.
And I think it was like a commercial, some shit like that. But that's when I heard found out about that. But it never get used accordingly. Even sometimes I don't use it accordingly. You know what I mean? So I know that shit don't get accordingly. But little shit like that, I help motherfuckers realize who's what when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? For those who know exactly the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, fortunately, this is the world and time we live in.
It's just definitely it's something gotta be done about that, though, bro.
Yeah,
Because there's a
most
lot of
definitely, most
good
definitely.
dudes. Like this definitely a hot topic because it got so many different avenues to it.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, the main avenue is that you got a lot of guys, a lot of good guys out there that want to be dads, but get
Mm-hmm.
treated like baby fathers.
Mm.
And then you got a lot of them that wind up reacting bitter. They not bitter, the dude's not bitter, but because a lot of bitter shit keep getting done to them, and it feels like, well,
It's only right. It's only right to
you
give
know
the
what I
same
mean? The
energy
only
back.
thing I can do, I don't got no help. I can't get her locked up. It's not against the law what she's doing. They're not going to hear my side anyway. This is that and the third. So it make you have a defeatist attitude. So it's like, well, shit, this the only way I can get her back. Fuck it. Which in turn, it make you look like you being
Even more.
a dickhead towards your child
Yeah.
because now you just like, fuck it. I ain't paying child support and I ain't giving her nothing. Fuck
Yeah.
it. She want to act like that. Let her do it on
Let
her
her do it
own.
alone. Yeah.
But it still come back to bite you in
In
the
the
ass.
ass.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Because that baby got your name. So whenever you go to get a job, whenever you go to, yo. So, I'm just coming home a few months ago.
Right.
And so I'll go ahead and fill out for the stimulus joint.
Oh, shit, bro.
And
Whatever, bro.
now, and I ain't never paid child support, even though my baby, but I always still supported my child.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's a grown woman now. But I go ahead and fill out for it. Then IRS tell me they sent it on this date. That date come, no check. 2 days later, no check. I'm going on with the IRS and Cash App. What's going on? No check. No, they saying this and saying that, going around in circles. So 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks later,
Yeah.
mail. Open up the mail. IRS telling me that they didn't gave my check to child support. Like child support. Child support basically thanking me for a $1,200 check. I'm wondering where the check at this time. That's where it went at. So
wow.
So
I knew you was made of shit, bro.
I mean, kind of, sort of, but no, because I mean, you really can't miss nothing you never had.
Yeah,
but then at the same, but it's like I'm pissed because it's like this will piss me off over and over again about my situation in child support. Actually being there, bro. Like, how do I get treated like I wasn't there, but I'm actually there. Yeah. You feel? I'm there. Graduations, birthdays. I got them on holidays. I got them on birthdays. I know you, bro. I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying shit for Christmas. I'm sending hundreds of dollars home from prison, from jail and prison. I'm doing birthdays and Christmases. Yeah, $450. Hey, kid, take this 450, 350 to my daughter. Take for the baby girl. Look, go ahead and buy her $400 worth of stuff. This is from jail and prison. I mean, everything. Yo, but I gotta be in this position. You feel? That's what pisses me fuck off. And my baby mothers is like, well, there's only one of my oldest daughter, Mo, because I'm not down there for my other one. But it's like when I text her, right, and I say, well, damn, you ain't even tell me nothing about, you get the stimulus. She didn't get it. IRS really got it. So we talked, and she was telling me basically when they was cutting it off, when my daughter turned 18, and she was supposed to recertify to keep the case open or whatever, right? So she was like, no, I'm just closing it out. And she told me, and this is no bullshit, she said that the person at child support was like, why won't you renew it or whatever it is or whatever? Oh, yeah. Why you won't do this? She was like, my daughter 18, this, that, and the third or whatever. I ain't worried about, deposits, blah. And she said, well, he has only paid child support one time. He's only made one payment, and that wasn't even a payment. That was because I had a preset bail. Mm-hmm. So that couple $100 that was paid for the bail went to my baby mother, right? Right. Which and neither one of us knew that was going to happen. Excuse me. But she said, outside of that, he's never made any payments. He's never did nothing. So if he didn't, the state have to make him be a father, and you want to take him off, don't let him slide that easy. She said, I'm not worried about it. My daughter grown, we good. I said, hold up. Oh, time out. So, yeah, I want to see if you want to say what I say.
So they said that the her, bro, they telling her that, like, you really want
to. And so what else you pick up on, though? When I said what her response was and all that.
Her response probably like, man, I can't believe this shit.
No. Oh, all right. So you see, you ain't pick up, right? Listen. Your response is my daughter, she's 18. Right, we good, she's doing this. I'm like, so ho. Why wasn't your response? Why didn't you tell that lady the truth? Why didn't you say, no, look, I know he didn't pay no child support, but he was there. Yeah, right. I'm not going to lie. This is why I'm not pressed, because he really was there. Right. He might not have been there the way I would have liked him to. He was back and forth in prison and stuff like that, but he was there. He was there in his daughter's life. You feel what I'm saying? And you didn't do that. That's what I'm like. It go back to what you were talking about. They don't care about them. They want them to see us in a certain light, in a negative light, and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Like you don't care if that lady, like, did you really gonna let this lady think that you had this girl, this daughter, that you raised all by yourself with no help, except for the help from the state, and you have no issues and don't want no money from her father? Even though you had no help in 18 years, and you don't want them to press the issue about money. Come
That should
on,
tell you
man. This
something.
this is what you want them to think, rather than man. No, he was there. He had to put his foot in her ass a few times. She gave him his ass to kiss for 17 years, and he kissed her ass. He did everything. This man then went to the pawn shop and pawned everything he had just so she could have a birthday. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like stuff. You ain't telling them none of that.
Right.
This man was in prison and sent then at $500 so she can have a Christmas from him so he can do his part. You ain't telling them none of that. Every year for every school year, whatever, I get what I get it for school, and he asked me what I didn't get, and he get the rest, or this, that, the third. You ain't telling them none of that.
No, fuck no.
None of that.
That because the deep down inside is I feel like that'll make them see how really a fucked up individual they is.
No, they see how fucked up of a system they had.
Yeah.
That you talking about as far as the baby
Yeah,
mother?
as far as the baby mother.
Man, they know when they do it. They
know what they do it, but it's like they try to hide it, make excuses and shit. So
she actually came clean to my daughter. Not to put too much of it out here, but she actually came clean to my daughter about things like that.
That's
like,
good.
You know, I fed you a lot of bitterness, and
that's
you know, shouldn't have, or whatever this, that, the third. But you know, at the end of the day, it's like you did that with her, but you didn't do that with the state. What you feel as though they was going to tell you, oh, you got to pay us that money back?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I got to pay $30,000 for a child that for $30,000.
That could be a business, bro.
I don't even think you spent $30,000 on her, and she lived with you.
Fucking stupid, bro.
Like I'm being honest. Like people say, and a lot of females gonna say, no, because you know bills, the electricity, this, that. Well,
you gotta pay
the
that.
parent was gonna pay that anyway, whether she had kids or no kids, or 2 kids or 1. You still was gonna have a house. You still was gonna have to pay rent and necessities.
Yeah, that still was gonna count.
So I mean, I don't get
paying that. Other side that, how much money you really spending on a child?
But the thing, that's what I'm about to say. Like, listen, because I'm in my children's lives, I know that much is not getting spent on you in a month or in a year, as far as what a lot of that shit be tallying up to. Right, you feel what I'm saying? Right. Like when they set the payments for me, I mean, she had a lawyer in there and everything. They gave her a lawyer.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, we get lawyers. We get. I want one of them. Can we get one of them? What the fuck? They just threw me in there with the wolves. We got in there. She knew everything. I talked. We like she like, yeah, I'm gonna tell them everything. Like I'm like, yeah, look, you let them know. Even though, you know, I've been on a run or whatever for 3 years or whatever. I've been had my daughter for half a summer. I'd have had her. I guess her. I'd have had. So when it all
I was there for that shit.
You know what I mean? Like even before then, you feel me? Right. Like my oldest daughter. So I'm like, when I have my children, I don't ask y'all for nothing. You don't got to send clothes. You ain't got to send food. You ain't got to send money. They come back with all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Because all this is going on, I should not have to be going through this shit that I'm going through. But then at the end of the day, when I'm trying to get out of this shit, because you know I got my businesses and everything, so I'm trying to be on my real grown man.
Okay.
Stop.
No, I ain't stopping.
But it's hard because I got to go through this process. I got to go through this payment, because if not, y'all gonna be snatching every check that I got, I get. You feel what I'm saying? So I got to go through this process of getting this shit taken care of for something I shouldn't even be going through. And at the end of the day, the females that do this to the dudes that are good dads, that are good dudes and dads and all that, at the end of the day, y'all hurting the kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're using the kid for a crutch. You're using the state for a crutch. A lot of these females quick to holler, man, I do all this and that on my own. I'm a single mother. And no, you're not doing it on your own.
Right.
Because if you're getting a child support, that's not on your own. The government helping. And the deadbeat father. Because at the end of the day, like I just said 2 other times, they gonna get that shit about you one way or another.
Yeah, one way or another, it's coming about you.
Unless you plan on not working for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Then I don't know how you gonna survive up cheating. Then.
Right. So they gonna get it out.
Either way, it's coming. You say either way, it's coming.
Even if they just lock you up for 18 months or whatever it is, they get it out you financially or get it out your ass day for day. If I have to pay this back and I'm making payments, that means even though I didn't pay it then, right. I'm paying the bill.
Man,
I'm paying it back. So
pretty much you just put the bill on me that I gotta pay back no matter what.
and I told my daughter's mother that, yo. I told her that. I said, yo, this ain't gonna do nothing to make shit hard for me in the long run.
And they don't care about that shit, bro. They don't care. You know? If it's not them, they don't give a fuck. Like them, don't worry about it.
So it's crazy how the government go out their way. A lot of people that work for child support do this. They be telling these females that be going out there closing cases out. They be trying to convince them not to.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's so much of that. I've been hearing that shit for years.
Yeah.
And until I start asking.
That's how I was with my baby mama with EJ and shit. Yeah, bro. They was trying to tell her not to, tell her this, and they can't get this, can't get that.
They done threaten them.
Can't get food
if
stamps,
you close
can't
it
get
off,
this, all kinds of shit. Like, damn, you can't get medical care, all this. Man, they be telling them all kinds of things.
You ain't gonna be able to open the case back up.
They be believing it.
You gonna have to pay this. You gonna have to pay $500 to close it out. Whole bunch of different shit.
Whole bunch of different shit, bro. Like, yeah. Well, they tried. They tried me. Mine was just like, nah, we just gonna close this out. Don't worry about it. We're gonna close this. Like, shit.
I got 2 children that, and like I said, I've been there financially. And I never get, not that I even cared, but I ain't never once get to claim either one of them. So I'm taking care of them or helping, or I ain't gonna say helping because I'm doing my part, but both of the moms, the ones that get the claim year after year after year after year. So not only are you getting help, I'm about to fuck your head up.
Okay, hold on, shoot.
Come back into the camera so they can see your reaction, right?
I'm with you.
So not only are you getting assistance from the state, and I'm talking about in my actual predicament, not only are you getting assistance from the actual dad, you get reimbursed for the money that you spent throughout the year.
Yeah, you get reimbursed for taking care of the child that lives in the house with you. Yeah.
Am I lying?
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
I mean, you might not get everything back, but you get what, 2,500 or up
some
to
shit like
up to
that.
3,500 or something like that.
I think some shit
for the credits. Yeah. And that ain't including the other little tax breaks and all that type of shit. But shit, you
make it out.
I don't get nothing back.
Yeah, you don't even get a stick.
So at the end of the day, about the 18 years, I did more than you.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it,
it ain't no way you think it literally is. I did more than you.
Well, I'm saying when you think about it. Yeah, I'm saying when you have, they would have to think about it in order for it to say it that way. They ain't gonna just say it that way. They really think about it like, yeah, so like, you just said it, they gonna order back. Nah, that would make sense when it does make sense.
I'll make it plain and simple for them. You claimed our child until she was 18, right? Old enough to claim my own self, right? Taxes. Yeah. So for 18 years, you got
a payment.
You got money put back into your pockets for being a parent. Yeah, okay. And you got TCA for having me down child support.
Right.
And you got money from me personally, well, assistance from me personally, from me. You know, she needs something, what she need, or bam, I'm ready to take her shopping, or she needs something, or here goes some money. Just stop pass out of nowhere. Here goes some money. Put money in her pocket, my daughter's hand. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm there. You feel me?
She get it all the way around the board.
Get it back.
All the way around the board tenfold.
So if I'm not getting nothing back, and I still gotta pay whatever payment these motherfuckers gonna work out with this $30,000 that I supposedly owe them. So that means what? I'm in for what? The 30,000 plus
a couple of extras.
What I done did over the lifetime, I don't even know, because like I said, I don't even think that unless you really get money like that and really, really super spoiling your kids and getting the best of everything, then you ain't spending that much money on your child. You feel like
not as much as you may think you is.
right.
Not as much as you may think it is. That's exactly what you're saying.
I went to court before I came home a couple years ago, and they took off a year and some change. They took off like a year and some change out of the almost 5 years that I was locked up. Right.
Right.
They only backdated it for time that I picked up going into court for it. That right there took some stacks off of it. So really, this shit's really at that time it was over $10,000, and it took it back down to like 6 or some shit like that. Right. So really, that shit is over $40,000. You feel me?
Right.
Probably almost 50,000, because she said that was what it was the last time she had access to it and could see that it was over $30,000.
Right.
So, bro, I already knew, like, you ain't spending no $50,000 on the child unless they doing extracurricular stuff. They just living a regular life, regular Baltimore City life, going to school, coming back, going, you know what I mean, to family members' houses and shit like that. Not doing nothing extravagant.
You ain't
taking trips,
luxury or extravagant, or had them all that.
You feel me? So why is it fair for me to have to reimburse that much for something I don't get it, yo. I don't get. But again, if I was a deadbeat, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
If I had no intentions and never physically really been in my kids' life, don't know their birthday, can't tell you their name. I named both my kids.
All right.
You feel me? I'm saying this basically for that because you know already. But I named both my kids. You feel me? Like I'm there.
Right.
But I can see if I was one of those.
Right.
Then all that shit that I said that's kicking us in the ass, the niggas would deserve that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes. Get to understand it. We not saying that no man deserves. We're just saying that the ones who do shit for their kids and part of their kids' life don't deserve any parts of it. And I'm saying that's for them deadbeats, you know what I'm saying, who actually don't give a fuck. Like Slink said,
a lot of them don't even get took down there.
Nigga, what?
They don't even get took down there. A lot of women just want time. Like
on top of that, not even that. Mm-hmm. Those kind of niggas often get adored. Yep. They super protective of that baby father. You can't talk shit about that baby father. But you talk all the dirt about the one who's doing what the fuck they supposed to do. Oh, they don't know about it, bro. Mm-hmm. They don't know. They don't know.
I got one of those too.
Talk your shit, like, I don't know, bro.
Because I'm trying to figure out how to say it without sounding like I'm dogging my BM. Man. And without seeming like I'm putting them out there, because I'm not. It's about the situation.
Yeah. Man,
all right, so I'm gonna say it like this: you have females that have a baby father or multiple, but will have maybe one of them that don't even know the kid at all. You know what I mean? Never seen the child at all. Okay. Or probably seen them once, maybe twice, but the child don't know them. 12 years later, and still never met the dude. But the dude never been down child support either. Yeah. But you can give the other baby fathers that's there the blues. I mean, getting it ass.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's a fucked up system, you know, and that need to be changed. It most definitely need to be changed. It's a lot more men these days that's stepping up to the plate, and younger guys stepping up to the plate when it comes to being a responsible father, you know, being a father figure or a dad figure, you know, so to speak, in their kid's life. Rather, you know, and you know, we talked about this a little bit, you know, my last one, you know, baby father and baby mother, you know, that's how, you know, that whole situation come about of one acting as if better than the other parent. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. And that's how all that shit goes out. Like, all right, so on the last one we was talking about pretty much, you know, how relationship goes, you know, when it goes south, you know, but don't be like we on the same page type shit. Like, you know, oftentimes the baby mother try to play big father, like he just ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, when a relationship fall apart or some reason. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes it be the same baby father always looking out, not just doing what he's supposed to do to his kids, but even for her age, you know what I'm saying, at certain events, you know what I'm saying? because it's going to benefit the kid. You know what I mean? So we was talking about shit of that nature, and how it needs to be discussed. A lot of things need to be discussed differently. You know what I mean? Like the whole idea of where it's written that the mother, when the breakup, she got
So that's
possession
what
of the
I thought
kids
she
and
was.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
she was getting to.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
not more so
It's
being
not.
a better parent.
Yeah,
You saying basically how more so how one parent can figure they have more power than the other, and it's technically is the males.
yeah,
Well, literally.
yeah.
Right. And that's why I was asking for clarity to see if that's what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And because that's what you're saying,
Mm.
that shit pisses me off. Pisses me off. And you see me go through some of that shit. Listen,
Yeah.
I put the blunt down for that. Listen. And I get females being more emotional.
Okay.
I get them being excessively protective, the mama cub thing and all that.
Okay.
Because you carried the baby.
Okay.
And
but I know it's a
we can't take that. We can't take that from you. You carry the baby. You carry another human inside of you.
Something that we can never
for
do.
9 months. We can't do that.
Can't do that.
You push the baby out of you.
We can't do that.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
Without us putting out sperm in you,
you couldn't have done that.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
All right. So we got get that out the way. So we're both equally 50-50 responsible for this egg being fertilized.
Facts.
Step 2. If the baby dad is a stand-up guy, then for the most part, he's going to be there physically.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be there for the clinic visits. He's going to be there for the sonogram. He's going to be there for the belly rubs when you have your aches and pains. He's going to be there to rub your back. He's going to be there to massage your feet. Them fat ass ankles and shit that you got. You know what I mean? He's going to be sympathetic to that. He's going to be the one who go and get you this food, that food, and this food because you got these crazy ass cravings, which some of y'all won't even eat all the damn food, or not even all of it. You won't even eat half. You know what I mean? Like, so you send us on a dummy mission for real. Yeah. But guys, like I say, if you're going to be the stand-up guy, then you're there for all those things. Yeah. Which means that I am sharing this pregnancy with you.
Yes, sir.
I am going to sleep. Yeah. Oh, not to cut you up. I'm sleeping beside you. You know what I mean? So I'm there. I'm going through this pregnancy. We are pregnant. Now, the baby is born. The baby is in the household with both of us. However long it happens, whether it's a month later, a year later, 3 years later, the baby is, we both have, neither one of us have more right than the other, no possession, none of that shit comes up. Now, when it comes time that the relationship has gone south or sour, and the female feels as though, the mom feels as though she's either leaving, she's putting him, or he needs to leave. Either way, the baby is going with her or staying with her.
Right.
How is that automatically?
That's what I'm saying. That's
right. I get it. I wanted to make sure that they on the same page, right?
Right.
So the thing is with that, because I didn't let that shit happen. You feel me? Right. Even though I'm sitting here talking and complaining about the child support shit, I still put my foot down when I got tired of being so, passive about, you let my child do this and I call for her, or I do this, or I ask this, that, and the third, or whatever, to like, listen, y'all know my situation. You feel me? So of course I'm not doing a lot of rah-rah. I don't want to go back and forth and arguing and beefing. My people's beefing with your people, none of that. It's the last thing I want because I'm already back. I got my problems with the prison system already.
Right.
But what I will not allow you to do is act like that because I show you that respect and call and ask you, can I do this with her, or can I get them, and give you that courtesy that I owe you that courtesy. Don't act like you don't owe me no courtesy back.
Yeah.
If I'm calling you and I'm asking you, where my child is Thursday, can you have her ready for me to pick up for tomorrow so I can get it for the weekend? You shouldn't be telling me, my homegirl, was supposed to be coming to get.
I got priority. First. You asked me, you called me, asked me, look, she wanted to go here, but I know this your times. Don't take my time away. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I give. My daughter, my oldest daughter, my famous for doing that shit. And I keep telling like, bro, don't do that, my nigga. Like, ask me first, yo. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. You know what I mean? My daughter, she is the oldest girl that I have. So she by herself. Now, yeah, she got a little sister, but Riley's only 2. You know what I'm saying? My daughter 10. So, you know what I mean? The playing thing don't really works out to her fit. So she's still, even on her mother's side, I believe she still only have boys over there. So she's the only girl on both sides, really. You know what I mean? So I get sometimes she want to go places where other girls at or little girls at, but still you need to ask me. Once I call, you still need to.
Like, don't tell me about nobody else. You should be like, all right, well, look, she was supposed to be going over. Let me call the girl such and such back because she was supposed to be going over there, or let me call my cousin back because she was supposed to be going over there. You handle that with them. Look, her father, want to get her, and then you let us decide. You know what? Go ahead and choose which one you want to do, or you can just go ahead while I wait. Let us decide. Don't
take that decision away from me.
You waited too late to call. Your child got plans. Like, come on, man.
Like, especially if you know if this is what it's always been since y'all been dealing, since y'all had this child, always operate like that. Don't go start switching shit up.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
I ain't like that shit.
Yeah, I ain't like that shit either. I still put my foot down about that shit. I make sure I keep that motherfucker down, bro. Like I'm pedaling on the motherfucking gas in that motherfucking Q7, bro. I floor that motherfucker. You hear me?
Hey, we ain't doing that. You ain't got no more right than I do. I've been fully functioning my child life the same way as you. We not doing that. You not getting that bad influence you see from these other bit of bitches out here doing. We ain't doing that shit because y'all not getting. I'm not no dumbass Donald Duck ass nigga that you just gonna get over on me like that. I played my part. I paid my dues, so you will not act like you got any more right. Yes, she lived with you, but of course that would be she was living. We all was living together until I went to prison. So was she gonna live with me while I'm going back and forth to prison? Of course not. She's living with you, so of course you would rather that anyway. The thing is that didn't stop me from being a father or a dad. A lot of niggas get in these streets and be like, fuck them kids. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, that never stopped me. So you will not tell me or dictate to me when I can be a father. You feel me? When I can, if I'm going to school and putting my child back in school, going to PTAs, going to putting them in school, what is it? The orientations in the beginning of the years, and you know what I mean? If I'm doing all that shit, doing my part, taking them to doctor's appointments and shit like that, then how the fuck can you tell me or dictate to me anything about our child? Anything happen, we both gotta sign something. I ain't never went to court and signed over my rights. So bitch, we 50-50.
Right. Facts.
You can't call the police on me like, oh, you said what? I can't get it this weekend. And you just only saying that out of bitterness because you just got an attitude. Oh, okay, I'll go up to the school and get it. I am on a school. Oh yeah, right. I am on that. They know I'm a dad. So I'll just go ahead and get it. And the police gonna be waiting. The police gonna be waiting for who? Why? How? I can't. How am I kidnap my child?
I can't kidnap something that's mine.
How can I kidnap my child? That I'm active in the kid's life. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna ask for the police that's at the school that work at the school going to tell them. I know this guy.
Yeah, that's all right.
Not to be dramatic, and I swear to y'all, whoever watches this, I swear to this is my right hand. I swear to God, and I think I told you about this before.
I know you have.
I go up to the school. You know, I'm up at school all day, every day for grade.
Right.
My youngest, I go up there. My daughter's house principal, that principal, which is assistant principal, 2 of her teachers. They did not know who her mother was. They knew who I was off the muscle. They called me dad. They called me, by my last name or whatever. Like We have each other's cell phone. I got cell phone numbers. Like I have teachers from my kids, middle school, elementary school, everything. Like, so they like, okay, is that the mom? You feel me? Like they got to ask me, is that the mom? So I said that to say this because I'm the one that goes through the bullshit. You feel me? As if I'm a deadbeat dad to them, but
they don't even know who the fuck you was.
This is how prevalent I am. So you think once the police get wind of this, they're gonna come straight into the school. Since you calling them and saying her father's supposed to be kidnapping her, they're gonna come there, they're gonna talk to they're gonna correspond with the police and the teachers and shit there. You're like, we know, we really don't know who she is. This man is up here all day every day. They even wrote, not to put my shit all the way out there, but they even wrote to the courts for me when I just was locked up. Yeah. Oh, shit. I got a lot of everything upstairs. Like they, like this is an outstanding father. He's one of the most involved parents, not just dads, most involved parents. They specifically are saying this. They will tell anybody, like he's more involved than a lot of moms up here.
Right.
Dad don't play, no matter what is going on. When we call him, he comes. And so again, I say I'm not saying this to brag enough, but I'm just saying all these good things and positive things that I'm saying, not to pat myself on the back. I'm just saying there is a lot of dudes like me, and maybe even go way even more beyond above and beyond, but get treated
the same as actually. Yeah. I know often too much about that. You know what I'm saying? I got multiple baby mothers, so I know I'm over here 6 times over this motherfucker. So, yes, sir. So I got all different diversity and all different bullshit came my way.
Yeah, but y'all also overcame a lot of shit too. True. To now, for the most part, like you have all these multiple baby moms, but for the most part, all of them get along. They can sit around each other. They could be around each other without you even being around. You know what I mean? So, for the most part, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that in itself, like I said, y'all overcame a lot.
Yeah, most definitely. Growth was most definitely. Growth was most definitely played the key. Played how shit was. Shit was Shit look like World War III out that bitch. Don't know who's winning sometimes or who's losing, but feel fucked all the way around the board. I mean, but this is. I'm glad I was able to get you on here. I wish I was able to get you on here for that baby mother, baby father. That was the most definitely I wanted to get your opinion on that because I know you experienced a lot of shit in there, and I know you're a stand-up guy. And there's not too many stand-up fathers or dads getting together and linking up on some same shit. You know what I mean? Like, what I mean? My kids know you personally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know your kids personally. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna holler at a couple of my guys too, my other guys. Some of the ones that I was kind of loosely just talking about that been in those situations. That right there bring validity to everything I just said because these dudes actually exist. They can come with their own stories.
Hell yeah. We can put it out there. Oh, and by the way, don't want you to forget, this is Mr. Do It All, by the way. You know what I'm saying? He do have a movie business and a couple of other things. So, you know what I mean? Look out for the book. He most definitely cut my kids' hair half of the time. You know what I'm saying? This is my barb at the same time. So, yeah, come to you and all of that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, look him up on the book. What it is, support us.
Did I send it to you? No, I'm talking the card.
I think no, I seen it on the book, but I don't think you sent it to me. I did see when you finally got your business card. Yeah. I most definitely did see that though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they cannot see that, bro. You got it down. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. Too soon. All right, bro. Also, right before we go, need you to like, subscribe, place your comments below. Don't be scared. It's only real talk. Talk your shit, bitch.